In today's video, we are going to go over the 10 vegetables you can still grow in fall. Let's start with the first one. It's red Russian kale. This is a dark green kale. This is a local seed company, and I absolutely love supporting local businesses and companies, and her seeds have been really good from whatever I have planted so far. So I'm excited to try out the red Russian kale. The days to maturity on this one is 65 days. So I am quite excited to see how it works out in my garden. The next one is Lacinato Kale, and I tried growing this in summer, but obviously it's a cool weather crop and it took forever to mature, so it was a complete failure. But I was trying it anyways because they said you could grow this all year long. I think I needed to start it in the cool weather, so let's see how it goes now. Although I'm starting it in the middle of a heat wave, so probably not the best idea. But the temperatures will cool down from next week, so maybe we should be okay. This kale has 65 days to maturity, and it is a cool weather crop, which is a very vigorous kale plant and has very tender leaves. I'm excited about this one too. I'm just going to consider this as one under kale because I want to plant a lot more varieties to see which one works. For beets, I'm trying out two varieties. One is the bull's blood beet, and the second one is the Detroit dark red beet. Both of them have date to maturity as 60 days, and they are cool weather crops. They say both of them are best planted direct. I'm not so sure if my planters are ready yet. I'm planting it as transplants, but in a few weeks when I get the garden beds cleared and I have more space, I will also plant them direct. The next one is the red sales lettuce. So lettuce itself, I have never grown. I'm a little terrified of growing lettuce because they are devoured by caterpillars, and I just don't want to deal with that. But having said that, I still want to see how they grow here, and there's nothing like eating salad leaves out of your own garden. This is a 45-day maturity, so hopefully this will work out. So the next plant I'm going to grow is okra. I love okra, and my mom used to grow this when I was little, and I still remember how delicious those pods tasted straight out of the garden. I wanted to try something that was a little smaller though. The mature plant height is about 36 to 48 inches. We're trying it out. If it doesn't work, next year we don't grow. But 48 inches might be quite tall for me. For feet, ooh, we'll see, we'll see. I love adding spinach to smoothies. My husband and I do these green smoothies, and we love using spinach for that. I also love spinach on my eggs. I wanted to try out my own spinach at home. It takes about 40 to 48 days to harvest for this one. Again, it's a cold weather crop, so I am trying to concentrate mostly on the cold weather crops. I could have planted some warm weather crops. I will go over those that I'm planting because I have a longer window, but for now, let's go over the cold weather crops. Broccolis. I am growing the Walton broccoli, which is 75 days plus to maturity. It is a cool weather crop. All of these are cool weather crops. The Steve's tender early green broccoli. This is a 60-day to maturity. And the last one is the early fall rapini broccoli. This is 55 days to maturity. I am more excited about this one because if this works out, I can succession plant it more often and get broccoli all winter long, which will be pretty awesome. I'm going to look for better pest management strategies that are organic and natural for brassicas. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. This vegetable has been a joy and a pain to grow in my garden because I always hear people having trouble germinating their carrots. And I have never had any issue germinating the carrots. They are so easy to germinate for me, but they just don't grow in my garden because the snails just devour them. By the time the shoots are there, the snails have eaten them up and the entire row is gone. I see them one night and the next morning I wake up, the whole row is gone. It was terrible growing them this year. I am going to try again. And I tried them in beginning of summer, and that's what happened. But it is a cool weather crop, so it's better to grow now. And it's, again, better to direct sow these. So I'm actually going to wait, and I'm going to direct sow them in my raised bed garden. Both of these are 60 days to maturity. The two types I'm growing are Scarlet Nantes carrot and Chantenay carrot. I personally love kohlrabi. My mom used to make this kohlrabi clear soup when I was a little girl, and we used to eat it with rice, and it has such special memories for me. Initially, I think I didn't like it, but then slowly I started loving it. It's like comfort food for me now. There are two kohlrabis I'm going to plant this year. One is the regular green kohlrabi, is the heirloom white Vienna. The second one I'm really excited to grow is a purple Vienna. And it looks so beautiful in the pictures. I can't wait to actually grow this in the garden. This one actually is 55 to 65 days, the green one, actually the white Vienna. And the purple Vienna is 60 days to maturity. These I'm going to group all together, and because I have a lot of flowers, and I might add a few more to these, but I definitely want to grow these. The way I'm growing all of these flowers is I am creating seedlings out of these, and I'm just going to plug them in between other plants. The three that I have currently planted are Flashback Calendula, Common Barrage, and Chamomile. All three of them are amazing. I have successfully grown calendula this year, and ooh, it was such a joy to grow in the garden. It has so many uses. I absolutely adore calendula. It has been such a powerful edible flower this year that I grew in the garden. I would definitely recommend everyone plant this. It was quite easy to grow too, so it was also a great flower to grow for better pest management in the garden. The other one I have heard that is really good is borage, which is also another edible flower. All these are edible flowers. All of them are loved by pollinators too, so they are absolutely amazing to grow. The last one is chamomile. Chamomile is a great flower that opens up as these little daisy-like flowers, and they are really good for digestion and also for calmer sleep. I love chamomile tea, so I'm going to try to grow them. The other one I will add to this is marigold. I love marigold flowers, and marigolds are amazing in pest management. So it deters a lot of the caterpillars, and I want to actually incorporate them a lot more in my raised bed garden. And these are kind of bonus seeds because this is for whoever has a little bit of a larger, warmer window. Although they are all under 60 days, these are squashes that I am planting. One is the Benin's green tint squash. The other is the Ronde de Nice squash. And the third one is the Peter Pan squash. All three of them are new for me. I have not grown any squashes. These are the 10 vegetable seeds that I'm going to start. And if you want to see how I grew a raised bed vegetable garden in less than 60 days, click on this video. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today, and have an amazing, amazing day. Bye-bye.